Hello everybody, we have this code with us, given to me by one of the students, so thank you so much. It's a good program, and what we're going to do is try to understand what the output will be. Okay, so you might have got questions like these in the last semester as well, where a program is given and you have to find the output. Okay, so we're going to see how it's done or how you should think about a program. Okay, so first of all, start at the main function. Every time we have two integers I and j. So what I'll do is I'll create, let me see, let's write the output over here, whatever comes after we do this, and let's create a logic table, or I don't know, just logic is gonna be written down here. Okay, sometimes it's a table, sometimes it's just not. So first of all, we have integer I and j, so I'm gonna write that I have integers I and j in the memory, the stored. So we have one for loop that I can see that I is initialized to 1, so I'm gonna write first of all, in for loop, you know that this first part is initialization, second part is condition, the parts are differentiated by a semicolon, and the third part is increment. Okay, so in a for loop, the first thing we go for is initialization. So I'll first check I is 1 and j is 0 is my initialized values. Okay, next I'll check the condition, so I'll write condition r I is less than equal to 5. I'll write a question mark just because it's a condition, and j is less than 3, another question mark. Okay, then after the condition check, we go inside and we see that there's one statement only, which is cout I, j and end line. So cout is the same as printf. So our cout function, or I'll write printf for people who are doing C language, and cout is in C++ language. I hope it is visible. Yes. So cout is in C++ language. No, C++, yes. And printf is for C. They both mean the same thing. This is going to tell us what is coming on in the output. Okay. So let's see. I is 1, j is 0. My first condition, I is less than 5. 1 is less than 5, less than or equal to 5. So I'll say it's right. It's a true condition. Next condition is j is less than 3. J is 0 here. 0 is less than 3. Yes, it's true. 0 is less than 3. So I'll make a tick mark here. Okay. Now we go inside. Once we go inside, we'll check cout I and j and end line. So what we're basically doing is just printing. Cout is print. We print I, which is 1, and we print j, which is 0. And then there's end line. Now end line basically means /n, which means go to the next line. Okay, so after this we will go to the next line. I'm just going to show it by this arrow. Actually it should be the enter arrow, but okay, this arrow, this means going to the next line, which is same end L in C++ or /n in C language. So we go to the next line. Next line we see it's the end of the loop. So we now increment, but I see that I is not getting incremented at all. Only j is getting incremented. So I stays the same and j gets incremented. So 0 plus 1 is 1, and increment, addition of 1 for j. Then we check the conditions again, since we are here right now in the execution of loop. I is less than equal to 5. This condition, you might notice, is going to stay true forever because we are never incrementing I. I is always staying 1, and this condition always is going to stay is I less than equal to 5. So these are going to be true no matter what. Okay, then we check j is less than 3. Is 1 less than 3? Yes, it is. So I'll just put a tick mark here. This means that we can go inside now. From here, we go inside in for loop. Again, cout or printf I, and j and end line. So now I have I is gonna stay 1 and j I know is 1. Again, I'll go to the next line. Okay. Next, we came to the end of for loop again for the second iteration as well. Now let's go back. Sorry, let's go back as in we'll increment first. So I see that I is not getting incremented, so I will stay 1, but j is getting incremented here, so j becomes 2. Now the condition I is gonna be true because 1 is less than equal to 5 and it's not changing, so it is always going to be true. For j, is j, that is 2 right now, less than 3? 2 is less than 3, right? I'll just write down. Is 2 less than 3? Yes, it is. So I'll go inside the loop. Again, we're printing I and j. So I is 1, j is 2, and then we have endl or next line. Okay, so currently we have this printf or output, which we're going to finalize over there just to check a few things. We'll check. Okay, so this line is over with endl, next line. So then again my for loop has completed one iteration. We go again and increment. Now I is not getting incremented at all, but j is getting incremented, and it is getting incremented to 2 plus 1, that is 3. J is getting incremented to 3 now. So condition for I remains true no matter what. For j, is 3 less than 3? No, it's not. 3 is equal to 3. But we have only the less than sign here. So this is not true. So as soon as a condition is not true, we go out of loop. Okay, so we exit this loop and we're never gonna come back for this particular function, and then we exit the function. So we know that this is what we are supposed to print. So the output here will be 10, next line 11, and next line 12. This is the final answer. Again, the main part here is this logic table. This will help you out in many other questions. Thank you. Bye.